And plenty and decadence makes monsters, to paraphrase him. He said it much more simply. I'm paraphrasing it, but absolutely, we've turned into decadent slobs, and we don't understand what is upon us right now. Anything else?
Yeah, well, it's funny because I actually was a history major at Harvard, so but I was one of the good guys. And, it's in the books, and I think very recently I've just gotten even more chilled, like sleepless nights just thinking about what's going on, because it has happened. It's happened to good people, and the fact that people around me don't even see it. I'm doing the best I can to people and sharing your movies. I think the Don't Tread on Me movie that you have on your website, through your website, is amazing in terms of educating people about
Erica, stay there. I want you to be able to finish up your point and talk about some of what your folks went through in Eastern Europe under Stalin and others. And then we'll go to George, Mark, Derry, Chris, and others. Stay with us. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow, step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
We got Max Kaiser popping in to talk about dollar plunge after UN called to ditch greenback and what it's going to mean when the dollar gets devalued. It's already being slowly devalued, and over time it's lost 97+% of its value since 1913. But that last 3%, that's all we got, is the fact that worldwide, that's our main export. So the globalist will really have us under their thumb after this happens. And what incredible treason by the Federal Reserve to be at these meetings and calling for the end of the greenback. We actually have that clip in Fall of the Republic where Geithner gets asked about the basket of currencies and the new global currency, the SDR, and he says, yes, we're moving towards that. The dollar dropped a few points just that day. But don't worry, people get confused by this. They go, well, I see the euro going down. I see the yen or the yuan going down. I see the dollar going down together. They're all going down. One will go down this month. The next month, this one goes down. And then one will go back up a little bit. And then the other one will go back up a little bit. Then it drops again. But overall, the graph is down. Okay? And the globalists are operating in 25-year increments. We've been trained to operate in daily or weekly or monthly maximum, hand to mouth. And so we're almost defenseless against this system until we realize it. We were talking to Erica in California. I wanted to have her finish up the story she was telling about her parents immigrating with her from Eastern Europe. And now she had family that was scooped up and never seen again by Stalin's NKVD and then others after Stalin, Khrushchev and others. And then we're going to go to other phone calls and get into some more news. But finish up your point, Erica.
Well, I think the main point really is just, the people that have my family sacrificed tremendous things to be able to be here in this country. I mean, we're talking literally escaping their homes with just the clothes on their backs and their kids in their arms. And, the sacrifices they made to come here, the time it took, and then to, I grew up with such an appreciation for what our country stood for and what, this amazing holiday is coming up here. And it's just sad to me to see how people don't appreciate it. I think, people have been in, taken history class and they've learned sort of the basics. But, I've learned firsthand from my family members really what went through their minds and what they endured. I mean, my dad to this day, has nightmares and night terrors because, he remembers bombs dropping around him and having to escape. And my mom was born in a bomb shelter. I mean, and there's tons of stories of people just like my family who have sacrificed to come here. And I think, every 4th of July, I believe people should retake the exam it takes to become a United States citizen. When I was a little girl, I watched my mom take that exam because she wanted to become a United States citizen. And she was learning all about our history and the Bill of Rights and what it means to be an American. And I believe everybody should revisit that as we get older.
Absolutely, Erica. Erica, God bless you, and I'm glad you're a listener. Keep spreading the word, and we will defend this republic. And that's what's so insulting about it, is that Mexico lost several wars with the United States. Mexico believes the Southwest belongs to it. Mexico is a joke, failed state, completely collapsed. And our government, that's treacherous and treasonous because it's bought off, there's been a corporate takeover, and the Mexican government teach in the schools in the U.S. and in Mexico that America's bad and Mexico is good. And the media teaches Hispanics that come here to keep their culture from whatever country they came from and to hate this country. Why would the government do that? Because the government is illegitimate. And I'm going to say it again. Globalism is treason. Globalism is a corporate takeover. We don't have to worry about Russian spies, folks. We don't have to worry about Muslim terrorists. I mean, some of that exists. But comparatively, when you compare that to Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, these mega, massive global institutions that are openly selling trillions of derivatives to county and city and state governments, knowing it would implode so they can then bankrupt them and take them over, knowing they've brought down whole nations. I mean, we have the IMF World Bank documents from 2002 where this was all admitted. I've been warning you about the derivative takeover since then, intensely telling you exactly what would happen. We don't toot our horn enough as patriots and break down the fact that we have laid out this radio show over a decade ago, and intensely for at least 8 years, exactly what would happen. I mean, go back and watch my old films. Go back and read my book written 8.5 years ago. Go back and listen to MP3 files of my radio show from 14 years ago and video from my TV show 15 years ago. Watch what I was talking about then. Bullhorning the Capitol, saying the banks are taking control of our currency, and they're creating fiat currency and buying up all our infrastructure, and they're selling toxic assets to governments. They're getting the stock market, the government to invest in the stock market, and they're planning to implode it at a key time, and they're planning to take over the United States. Now we're going to burn this UN flag. This is your enemy. I mean, there's videos of that from me 14 years ago, 15 years ago, not because I'm a genius, but because I read what these people done in other countries. It's 100%. And I'm going to go back to your calls, but I want to briefly tell this story now. I was driving in this morning, and there was some traffic, so I was in the car about 35, 40 minutes, and I listened to talk radio, local, national, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. I just have a practice of tuning through and listening about 2-3 minutes to maybe 10 stations. And it was, what are you going to barbecue this 4th of July?